Hello and welcome. I'm Tenzin Tashi, and this is the SBT Sangha Spotlight, a place where we shine a light on the wonderful members who make up our community. Today, we're delighted to spend some time getting to know our dear friend, Tenzin Garuda, or as his friends and family know him, Andy. Garuda joined SBT about a year ago, and he just recently took refuge vows. Right now, Garuda is living in South London, England, with his wife, Sue, and his dog, Monster. I'll find out more about that. He is a retired pilot, so that's interesting. Thank you for being in our spotlight today, Garuda. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. It's nice to be on and to be able to give my viewpoint of being a Buddhist and how I came to SBT.
Yeah, I'm really interested to find out more. So can you tell me what your name means, Garuda? I think there might be quite a story behind this.
It means Lord of the Skies, and which is somewhat appropriate as you said, I'm an ex-pilot for a number of years, and we used to night stop in a hotel in Amsterdam. We used to get Garuda cruise there. Coincidentally, almost every time I used to night stop there in Amsterdam, the Garuda cruise would be there, and so that was the interesting coincidence. So I never really heard of it before I actually saw the cruise there. But and after that, I'd never heard of it again till Venerable Tapa gave me the name.
That's amazing. What are the Garuda crews?
So Garuda, Indonesia is a long haul airline, the main long haul airline for Indonesia. They have one of their main routes is Jakarta, I think, to Amsterdam, and so that's how we used to coincide when we were at the hotel.
Can you share something that might surprise your fellow Sangha members? Do you have an interest or a talent or maybe a fun experience?
Yeah, before I was into flying, I was a golf professional, which I don't think anybody else knows. I was fascinated with golf from a young age. Turned professional at 16, left home at 16 to pursue that, and so I had a problem with the heel, and I had to have operation on, so that sort of stopped that. But that led into flying basically. So, but yeah, I was obsessed with golf from about the age of 6. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
So how old were you when you became a professional?
I turned pro at 16. I was
Oh,
Yeah, I was scratch, which is basically the sort of almost pro level at 15, and then you can play tournaments. I was looking basically to get trained by a club professional, so I left home and got a job with a club professional, and at 16. So
that's
yeah,
so young. That's
yeah,
young. I
yeah,
used to
yeah.
I used to work on a golf course.
All right, okay.
It was I waitress, but in the clubhouse, which was fun. But I had more fun when I was worked on the bar cart, and I would
Yeah.
drive the cart around to bring all you guys refreshments. And we used to have to drive the course backwards so we didn't get hit by balls. We could see if they were coming and we could duck under a tree. So
Mm.
that's cool. That's really neat that you did that. Well, let's see. Oh, I hear you were recently married as well.
Yes, Sue and I met about 4 years ago, and we got married last year, and so we had a lovely honeymoon, and we literally just had our first anniversary, so that was really
Oh,
nice. So yeah, it's still definitely a good thing to do, that's for sure. Yes.
yeah. Yeah. Sometimes later in life is better.
Yeah, I think as I say, I think you bring a lot more to a marriage later on in life because you've got
Yeah.
that life experience, and
Yeah.
I think you're more understanding. I think later in life as well. And I think rather than being as maybe self-centered so much. So
I think that's true. Yeah. I was married to my present husband. I've had a few, but we've been married for 10 years now and together for 22. So it's so much better for us as well. That's really nice. Well, congratulations and on your first anniversary. So can you tell us a little bit about when you were flying? How was that?
yeah, that was my life basically. I was again a sort of obsession as well. I started off flying privately, like Andy, one of the other Sangha members, and then I progressed, deciding that's what I want to do for a living after golf, and just really just you could work your way up through teaching other people to learn to fly, and eventually getting all the required licenses. I started flying with a UK airline and stayed with them for a number of years, and ended up training a lot of pilots, and both on the aircraft and on simulator. So that was
Oh,
what I enjoyed doing the most, probably actually the training.
yeah. Did you
Mm.
have any flights that were particularly unnerving or scary?
No, sorry, no,
That's
it's very boring that way. It's all I had not one. It was
well,
all,
that's good then. That's good.
yeah, yeah, all as it should be. Yes.
I want to talk about Monster. Yeah, it's a he, right?
Oh, gee,
Oh, she is
gee,
a
yes.
monster. Oh, goodness. So she was highlighted in our last newsletter. So can you tell me more about her? What kind of a dog is she?
She's a Cane Corso, basically an Italian Mastiff. Um, we both, Sue and I, have dogs in previous lives, and it was all just something as part of the family. So we were sort of talked about it and had to look. We didn't want a puppy because there's so many dogs out there that need homes. So we looked
Yeah.
on. In the UK, we got a place called Battersea Dogs Home. There's actually cats as well, but those started off as just a dogs home for rescue dogs, and they put all the dogs on there. They're looking for homes on their website, and we were just flicking through, and she came up on there basically that she was looking for a home. So
Oh,
looking very emaciated and very in
yeah.
need of a good home and a good meal. Basically, they looked after, but she was in a very sorry state when she went to the dog's home. She was picked up by a dog's warden after being abused by people. So I'm afraid. So she just needs a good home, basically. Well, now she's taken over ours. So
Oh, she's lucky to have you.
she's,
So how much does she, is she bit? She's huge then, right?
she's yeah, just under 50 kilos. So yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So she's as you know when she's trodden on your foot. That's the thing.
yeah.
So you don't end up with flat feet. But,
I bet you she's gained some weight now and she's happy,
yeah,
huh?
The vet said the other day she's slightly overweight, which I don't think she is, but but she's fit as well and happy, so that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a lot of our Sangha members that have pets have adopted them rather than, as an older pets. So that's really good. We did too with our dog. So that's nice.
Much easier these days because you got online. They put all the animals on the website, and it's easy just to look on there to see who's looking, which is one's looking for a home. So
Yes, they do. Yes. So, yeah, I'm going to change it up a little bit. What attracted you to Buddhism?
I did a mindfulness course about I think it was about 10 years ago now. Not that I really realised that mindfulness was part of Buddhism. It's just I was sort of it was just a way of clearing my head and becoming a better person, I suppose. And I enjoyed it, but for some reason I let it go, and then I uh, came back to it basically because I had cancer and I'm now happily recovered from it. But it just made me think about wanting to be a better person,
Right.
and I rethought sort of mindfulness, and then on honeymoon last year, I was sitting by the pool because I can't just sit by the pool. I've got to do something. So I had a Buddhism 101 as one of the selections on my audiobook, and I listened to that, and it was very straightforward. And really, just I just wanted to investigate further from there. Really, it was that book, I suppose, that me to continue looking into Buddhism.
Yep. And then what attracted you to the secular Buddhist approach?
That was part of Buddhism, the 101. One of the later chapters, it was mentioned about different types of Buddhism, and one of the things it did say was secular Buddhism, and and it was less chanting, less sort of formal, less religious side of it, and I've always been sort of agnostic as regards religion, so it clicked with me. So when we came back off honeymoon, I just wanted to investigate further, basically.
Right. Yeah, I went through the same thing with that, so I understand that. But then how did you discover SBT? How did you find us?
Purely just searching on Google, I think it was, or one of the other search engines, secular Buddhism, and SBT came up, and it it looked interesting. It was a fascinating website. I went on YouTube and looked at some of the YouTube videos on there, and it just resonated with me, I suppose, and that the combination SBT and being secular, it sounded if it was me. I sort of, for want of a better expression, found a home, basically.
Oh, that's good. Well, we enjoy having you here, definitely.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you found us. I think we're one of the busiest sanghas around online. We have a lot of stuff to do, that's for sure.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be the case. Definitely, there's always something going on. Yeah.
Yeah. And we're kind of silly sometimes as well.
That's always good. That's always good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Can you share a favorite topic or program that you're passionate about with SBT?
I'm looking forward to mindfulness, really, just to continue that further. Because, as I say, I did that course, and I did unfortunately let it go. So I'm looking forward to working on that. And last week's program on the history of Buddhism and how it started, and that I found fascinating, which I didn't really know much about. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying all the programs, to be honest. Yeah, it's very enlightening, and I'm learning a lot as well.
Yeah, I agree. The programs are amazing, and I love DARPA. Watching him, when he's speaking and whatnot, you can just see he's very passionate about that as well. So how has the Buddhist practice, or especially the SBT Buddhist practice, how do you find it benefited your life?
I'm getting there. I have a lot of issues regarding in my head, sort of the monkey mind approach, which has been prevalent in my life for the last few years, but it's certainly helping me control that monkey, for again, one of another expression, and to quiet it down. And there's still other times I think where I get mentally angry. I think we all do. But I think it's much more easy to control now, and I'm getting better at doing so, and just changing the subject in my head. So the approach is definitely working. I think, as I say, I'm getting there. It's definitely a work in progress, but I'm getting there.
Yes, we're all works in progress. Definitely, definitely. I think I became a much calmer person and nicer. So it's been wonderful for me as well. Mm-hmm. So what are you focusing on for the future with Buddhism?
I definitely intend staying with SBT and Secular Buddhism, and to live up to the vows I've taken, the refuge vows. So,
yeah. We're kind of like a family here, I think, like an online community family. It's just it's really good. Right now, we're going to go into our lightning round questions. This is where we ask some direct, rapid fire questions to discover who you really are. So please, I will ask a short question. Please give a brief answer, and it's going to go kind of fast. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Number one, what's your favorite fun activity?
Was snowmobiling when I get out to Colorado, but I suppose golf when I can play now and again, but not very often.
Okay. What's your favorite food?
Anything seafood, really, apart from salmon.
Okay. What's your favorite type of music?
I like most music, but soul, I suppose, if anything.
Okay. Your favorite type of exercise?
Um, Again, golf, if you call it exercise.
I would say so.
Yeah, it's gentle stroll.
Yeah. What's your favorite way to relax?
Just be at home, really, and relax and under the TV, really, with Sue.
Very
But
awesome.
otherwise, by the sea, if it's possible.
Yeah, thank you. Your preferred meditation position.
I'm investigating others, but still sitting at the moment on a chair. My body doesn't go well with with sitting on the cushion. No, but,
Okay. Your favorite SBT affirmation or practice.
I think the morning affirmation to get me going in the right headspace for the day. I think that's probably the most important one for me.
Yeah,
I think it sort of readjusts the brain to get in the right frame.
yeah. My favorite too. One of my favorites. And how about a favorite quote?
Probably one of my favorite quotes is knowledge is power. Um,
Ooh, good one.
I think, as I say, you can apply it, don't necessarily apply it in a sort of voracious way, but in a sort of any way, really. It's if
Mm-hmm.
you makes you a better person if you've got no knowledge of how to be a better person.
Yep. Thank you. What's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
As long as you want, as long as you don't hurt anybody else, go for what you want. My dad said that to me, really. Would so he was ex-RAF during the war, and he was a golfer, so he was always happy with the things I wanted to do.
Okay, now I think we'll take some questions from our audience. I think Andy has a question.
Yeah,
Go
hi,
ahead, Andy.
Andy. And Andy, I'm curious, were you kind of always drawn towards a belief system that you came to discover was Buddhism?
Not at all, no. I Before I came across Buddhism and SBT recently, I have no beliefs regards religion whatsoever. I think, more of a. I thought I was an atheist, but probably agnostic right up to that point. Probably, maybe as I say, still am, but it just fitted in parts, really, finding, as I say, mindfulness, and then that just coincidence of picking up the Buddhism 101 book and finding there were different types of Buddhism, which I didn't really realize at the time, and discovering secular Buddhism, which was far more for me than a Zen Buddhism or another form. So it all sort of slowly slotted into place. There was no massive there was no shining light that said it has to be that. It was just built up slowly, really.
Tenzin, do you have a question?
Yes, I do. I was wondering, Tenzin Garuda, if you had visited any monasteries around where you live in London, or are you planning to visit any?
I haven't done as yet, but I do intend to. I was sort of slightly put off by my misconception that it would all be very strict, sitting on cushions, etc. And now I've been sort of put right on that, and there are chairs for my body or people with my bodies that can't sit on cushions. So I would look forward to doing so, yes.
Tenzin Padma, do you have a question?
Hi, Tashi. Yes, I wanted to ask Garuda, what was it like the first time you ever took a flight on your own? What was the feeling?
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And this is what you've been working towards when you first start learning to fly. So to the point where the instructor gets out the aircraft and says you're going off on your own, and you're ready for it, or you should be. And it was absolutely fascinating, and the joy, I think, comes probably after you land and you think about what you've done, and that was and something you never ever forget.
Garuda, do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with us?
I think for anybody who's contemplating Buddhism and watching these videos, I would say give it a go as regards the secular side. If you're really not a religious person, but you just want to improve the person you are, it's a perfect fit, certainly for me anyway, and it may be for you.
Okay, with that, I'd like to thank Tenzin Garuda for sharing their journey with us. And remember that SBT offers daily online meditations and weekly online teachings to help deepen your practice and your connection with community. And be sure to catch our next month's Sangha Spotlight, where we'll be shining a light on another inspiring Sangha member, and you won't want to miss it. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.